your eyewitness weather forecast.
And it's just past 6:09 on your early Tuesday evening. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking one more milder day ahead of us before we see some rain showers, and eventually by Thursday we'll see falling temperatures and the change to snow. So let's take a look at our outlook for the next couple of days. Tomorrow is breezy. It's mild again with those late day showers, and then by Thursday we'll start off the day with temperatures into the lower and middle 20s, but we'll end the day with snow likely again in the morning hours, I should say, and we'll end the day with temperatures in the afternoon into the teens. And then Friday it's cold with a few late day snow showers possible yet again. So we'll get to that in the 7-day in just a few moments. First things first, a live look right now at downtown Utica, where we're just seeing mostly cloudy skies. In spite of that, visibility not being affected. It's at 10 miles, so no fog to speak of, 41 degrees, but with a southeasterly breeze at 11 miles an hour, that is adding quite a chill to the air. So it feels like 34 at the present time. Most of the numbers from around the region, with the exception of Camden and Utica, 42 and 41 respectively, are either in the 30s down toward the south, up toward the north, same thing, with the exception of Lake Pleasant as well, at 28 at the present time. And over the next couple of days, the only 2 days that are going to be above average, which again, the average high right at the freezing mark still, are Wednesday 43, and then on Saturday we'll get up to 36. The rest of the time in between, not only does it look quite active, but it also looks quite cold. May not even get to 20 degrees by the time we head toward next Tuesday. But in the near term, we've got winds out of the south right now at around 5 to 15 miles an hour, again adding to that chill in the air. So for most of us, the wind chill values are in the 20s and 30s, but Lake Pleasant is at 19. Again, that's where you have a temperature of 28. On the radar right now, the bark is definitely worse than the bite. So even though you're seeing a lot of rain and snow shower activity, most of it is not reaching the ground right now because we do have a lot of dry air at the surface. But it is part of a trough moving through western New York, Pennsylvania, and into Ohio right now. And back toward the west, we do have a series of cold fronts. And that's what's going to be moving our way for tomorrow night, and especially on Thursday for that morning commute. For that reason, for lake enhanced and lake effect snow, we do have a winter weather advisory for Jefferson, Oswego, Lewis County from 11 a.m. tomorrow through 7 a.m. on Friday. Would not be surprised if that gets expanded to the southeast with the amount of snow that we're expecting on Thursday. So definitely be on alert on Thursday. We'll be breezy as well, and we will see some snow showers through most of the rest of the time as well. Not overnight tonight, though. We will just see a lot of clouds, and again, temperatures making their way to around 40 to 45 for tomorrow. But again, that's the last of that. We'll see falling temperatures on Thursday, and thereafter it looks quite active even into the start of next week. Thomas, back to you.
Thank you, Jordan. You're watching Eyewitness News.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
Almost 10:17 on your late Tuesday evening. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking mostly cloudy skies, but milder temperatures for your Wednesday. That's the last day of that before we turn the page to more wintry weather along with some colder temperatures. Let's take a look at the almanac for today. It was pretty mild. 44 degrees our high, 29 our low. That 44 actually just occurred within the last several hours, and that's 12 degrees above average for this time of the year. Our our observed low, 29, also 12 degrees above average for this time of the year. And there weren't any records. There was, however, 2/200ths of an inch of precipitation that occurred right after midnight. Other than that, it has been fairly dry for the rest of the day. Over the next couple of days, though, that is going to change. As early as tomorrow, it'll be breezy with a few late day rain showers and some snow mixed in the hills, the higher terrain. And then as we head through Thursday, we all change over to snow, with temperatures falling from the 20s early in the day into the teens by the afternoon, and that snow looks more likely in the morning than it is in the afternoon. And then by Friday, it's just cold with a few late day snow showers. I'll have that coming up in the 7-day in just a few moments. First things first, though, right now downtown Utica, 43 degrees, so not far off from that high, but with a southerly wind at 8 miles an hour, it feels like 38, but still really can't complain about that for 10 p.m. in mid-January here. The rest of the area is in the 30s to right around, if not just above 40 degrees, thanks to that southerly wind. And we'll be between 40 and 45 again for tomorrow, but that's the last of that for a while. We're back in the 20s for Thursday and Friday with, again, those snow shower chances. Briefly coming back up into the 30s on Saturday and then back into the teens and 20s for the second half of the weekend into the start of next week. We're fairly dry out there on the radar. It's mainly free and clear precipitation. We do just have a lot of clouds, as I just showed you. We do have a warm front moving through the area, and that's the reason for the wind switching to the south, the warmer temperatures over the last several hours. But this series of cold fronts back toward the west will move through between tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, and that's what will result in those snow shower chances. And for the lake enhanced and lake effect snow that we will see across Lewis County, there is a winter weather advisory from 11 a.m. tomorrow morning through 7 a.m. on Friday morning, and we will see snow shower chances being pretty elevated through the next couple of days. Of course, the highest chance being on Thursday with some accumulating snow that day. But first things first on Futurecast, we'll keep the south and southwesterly winds going during the overnight hours and through much of your Wednesday morning. But then as we head toward 12, 1, 2 p.m., we will see rain and snow breaking out across the area. There could be as much as a few inches of it by the time we head toward Thursday. Again, temperatures tomorrow making their way to about 40 to 45. But it'll feel like it's in the 30s through most of the day. And it looks pretty active even as we head into the weekend when we're watching a storm that may impact your Martin Luther King holiday on Monday. Thomas, back to you.
Thank you, Jordan. January's sports schedule is getting...
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
It's now 10 minutes past 11 on your late Tuesday evening. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking milder conditions again for your Wednesday, but that's the last of that for a while. We'll head into more of a wintry pattern by the time we get toward Thursday with temperatures falling. So even though we'll start Thursday with temperatures in the 20s, snow becomes likely, especially during the morning hours for that commute, and we'll fall into the teens and we'll have wind chills in the single digits. So it's a reminder that winter is still definitely upon us and that we are definitely in January. Friday is cold with no major issues other than a few late day snow showers out there. I'll cover all of that for you coming up with the 7-day in just a second. First things first, though, live look at downtown Utica, where we're still hanging on to 42 degrees, even as the 11 o'clock hour under mostly cloudy skies. That and a southeasterly, south-southeasterly breeze at 7 miles an hour is what we have to thank for those warmer temperatures. And it feels like 38 with that wind, but still really can't complain about middle and upper 30s to the low 40s for early to mid-January, considering that the average high for this time of year is right around 32 degrees. And for, I would say, 5 out of the next 7 days will be below, if not well below that. The only 2 days that are above that are both tomorrow when we're between 40 and 45 yet again, so similar territory to today. And then Saturday when we're briefly back into the 30s. The rest of the time we're struggling to get out of the teens and 20s, and there will be a wind chill on top of that. You're seeing mostly cloudy skies right now from the valley on toward the north, a little bit less cloudiness down toward the south. A warm front is what we have to thank for the southerly wind as well as those clouds. And then we've got a series of cold fronts attached to this area of low pressure, and that will be our snowmaker for tomorrow afternoon through Thursday morning. So because of the lake enhanced snow and lake effect snow, Jefferson, Lewis, Oswego counties currently under a winter weather advisory from 11 a.m. tomorrow morning through 7 a.m. on Friday morning. But wouldn't be surprised if areas down toward the south and east were to be included in some winter weather headlines because of the amount and timing of the snow that we're expecting over the next couple of days and even beyond Thursday. Snow chance is going to remain elevated into the weekend as well, with possibly another system heading our way for late in the weekend into the Martin Luther King Day holiday on Monday. So as we head through tonight, we will see a lot of clouds. Again, maybe a passing rain or snow shower out there, but rain and snow showers are more numerous tomorrow afternoon through the evening hours. It looks like initially the snow might be a little bit overdone with temperatures in the upper 30s to around 40 degrees, but then as temperatures fall, we will see more snow encapsulate the area after, again, temperatures making their way around 43 to 45. Could see as much as 4 to 8 inches of snow by the time it's all set and done Thursday night, a little bit less down toward the south and east. But even beyond that, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and possibly into Monday, we'll keep the snowy cold weather with us at least for a few more days. Thomas, back to you in the meantime.
Thank you, Jordan. When we come back,